Hello, hello. We live in a world of clickbait, and all these clickbait-styled self-help gurus, the titles and covers of books, the thumbnails of videos, they seem dubious and we're skeptical, but when people need help and they need self-help because they're in a bad place, they'll take anything. Titles like, transform your life with this one rule, the 5 steps to happiness, the one thing women can't resist. And it almost feels like at the end of every one of these cornball titles should be an addition of, and you're an idiot if you don't follow this rule. And we know intuitively as our curiosity clicks on this salesy, scammy, clickbait-style title or video, we know it's BS. But how can we find something useful in all of this when some of us are very desperate? And that's the clue. Are you desperate or are you just being entertained? Now let's touch on our brains just briefly before I get to the main point of this video. Our anxious brains want a solution when we're in pain, when we need self-help. Your survival brain, when anxious, wants a solution now. It doesn't want to sit there and ruminate and be patient and make a mature, measured decision. It wants something now. It's like a safety addict. And your survival brain does not have context. Remember that, gentlemen. It does not have context when it's stimulated by these self-help clickbaity titles of videos and books and courses. It's the fight or flight mode that is cortisol ridden that wants out of that anxious fight or flight mode. And today's online social media conditioning, which makes you afraid of your own shadow, wants these McDonald's-style quick fix answers. Your survival brain doesn't want puzzles. It doesn't want to ruminate. It doesn't want to discern and contemplate left or right. No, answers now. That's what it wants. Gimme now. It's the scarcity mindset that stimulates survival mode, not intellect, not sober strategy, not growth. It's just an addictive gimme now. Now, down to the main issue of this video. Why did these car salesman type self-help solutions, why don't they work? What is missing? Think about it. People go to an adrenalizing self-help seminar and they feel like they can take on the world, and they wake up and they're right back where they started. These self-help courses and gurus and videos and books, what they do for most people is give them a buzz, not a subjective implementable solution that fits them. There's nothing contemplative, there's nothing philosophical. It's a product that doesn't suit a personal problem. And when you're going through a lot in your life, it's just too impersonal to work. It actually adds to your problems and anxiety. These gurus and clickbaity 3-step self-help programs are trying to answer a specific subjective issue with a universal one-size-fits-all solution. It's frankly insulting to the particular problem you might be going through. So why don't these 3-step programs work? It's because it's missing an essential element. It's leaving you out. It's treating you like an empty vessel that just needs to be filled up with their product. And making you feel even worse is like, well, we filled you up. What's wrong with you? Why aren't you feeling better? You are missing from these programs, from these gurus, trying to shame you into being well. The subjective you is missing in this equation. The philosophical path subjectively through your problem. The way through this, gentlemen, has always been philosophically, not intellectually, not through 3-step programs, not through science. These personal emotional issues that you are having as a guy need to be philosophically worked through, and that means personally worked through. Know thyself, gentlemen. You know, it avoids the very personal things that give rise to all your anxiety, your personality, your upbringing, your DNA, your temperament, your psychology. Look, telling us what to do with a 3-bullet pointed list or a 5-step program or the secret to life, it tells us what to do, but it avoids something very critical we know and we need to solve our personal problems. So Telling us what to do satisfies our survival brain's impulses. Give me something now, I'm drowning. But it avoids the most crucial aspect of you actually going down your own path well and moving forward and leaving all the bad behind, hopefully. It misses personal insight. If you remember nothing else, remember this from this video. Self-help, 1, 2, 3-step programs, all these gurus with the answer to life, you have to plug yourself into their program rather than the other way around, insightfully understanding and plugging it in through you. It's the other direction that helps, not you plugging yourself in like a cog. The knowing is how it works for you. 3-step program self-help gurus formalize a very glib solution for a very personal problem that you're having, thereby making us feel probably worse later because we fail. The programs aren't designed to work because most of the time they don't include you. They only work if you're an empty shell with no thoughts and experiences and personality that will blindly just follow along like a pet wanting food. And what it does, it demoralizes us more and more the more we fail at these 3-step programs. So what's the solution? Again, my videos are largely descriptive, not prescriptive, because I think the prescriptive aspect of 3-step programs and solutions that will completely transform your life, they don't work because they're depersonalized. What I think, in my humble opinion, we should be looking for is not answers, not other people's answers, but structure and direction. I'll repeat that again. Structure and direction, not other people's answers, especially if they don't listen to us. There's no point saying, yeah, I don't care what you went through, buddy. Here's a program, follow it and be quiet. Look for structure, look for direction, and then place yourself in that structure or orient yourself in that direction. Try and apply the theory to thereby have the insight of what works and doesn't work for you. Show it to yourself to know it for yourself. You know, try the shoes on before you buy them. So in short, listen to that very skeptical brain of yours when it sees clickbaity titles and self-help gurus with, the answer to all your problems without even knowing the specific problems, especially if they require you to pay or you have to buy a t-shirt as well. Oh, look, here's the merch as well. Here are my Be Happy t-shirts. A lot of times, and it's understandable, when we're desperate, we feel like we want any answers. And so we see someone with a Hollywood smile who seems like they have it all together, talking confidently, and we'll say, I have no answers. I'd rather take anyone's answers. But I don't think we need answers. We need direction and structure. Don't try and put yourself in another person's philosophy. You need to develop your own. Cherry pick, have a discussion, test the theory, have a conversation, but blindly following the orders of a guru of their 3 to 5-step program, I feel it demoralizes you because you have to adapt yourself to another person's structure that worked for them. They might have had the insight, but now they're proffering it as though it'll fix anyone's ills. I mean, it's why good therapy works, is the therapist listens and poses questions whereby you figure your own problems out. They listen to your specific situation. How to live well is not a product to grab off the shelf, gentlemen. It's a philosophical issue to face. I don't care how much you know about biology, the law, statistics. The only way you're getting your life better as a guy today, especially, is philosophically. Philosophically is the best way through, in my estimation. Again, do what you like. I think we need a compass, not a target, not a goal. We need a moral philosophy, not a list, not someone else's 3-step program. Self-help, your own real self-help, is a philosophical issue, not a product. Not an external product you buy to alleviate your stress, as we've been conditioned to these days, retail therapy. This is not something you can buy and feel like, okay, it's like something you take for a headache. This is personal. Anyway, I hope you got something out of that. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you feel like donating or supporting my channel, links below. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Later. Bye.